Roseanne Barr has always been a bit of a controversial figure, as she has been open about her beliefs about MKUltra mind control, the Illuminati, among other things, throughout her career. When she returned to ABC with her show Rebooted, I did not think it would catch on as much as it did. She even went on some of the hack late-night shows to explain her support for Donald Trump, as well as tell them to their face that they have gone so far to the left that no one agrees with them anymore. Her rebooted show was a success the moment it aired, and it was the center of a larger conversation about the success of conservatives on mainstream television. However, I knew something was up, and that her detractors would think of something to remove her from TV. Wouldn't you know it, I woke up yesterday to find out that our latest outrage had already come and gone. Not only was her successful show canceled moments after the controversial tweet, but the old episodes as well as the new ones were immediately scrubbed from streaming services as well as the ABC website. Roseanne must have done something unspeakable, as even Allison Mack, a member of NXIVM who groomed and trafficked children, still has her shows on Netflix, Hulu, and cable. What could have happened that was so terrible that every media outlet, USA Today, ABC, MSNBC, CNN, literally the entire mainstream media would spend the entire day and much of the following day demeaning her character? Non-stop articles about her tweet. I know it was a slow news day, but the amount of push against Roseanne really got that noggin a-joggin'. The controversial tweet in question has been lost to the sands of time. All I can find are screenshots of Roseanne defending herself, but I do know a bit of a summary of what was included in a tweet that triggered the mainstream media. Roseanne tweeted out that this woman, called Valerie Jarrett, looked like a character from the planet of the Apes. Really, the resemblance is uncanny. If you were to tell me that these two women were sisters, I would believe it. It isn't a racist statement to say somebody looks like a character, or even an animal, even if that person ends up being mixed race, or black, I guess. Valerie Jarrett does look like this character. The comparison is apt, and has nothing to do with the woman's heritage. I'm not even convinced that she's black, to be honest with you, and it's a stretch to claim that Roseanne was calling her uninvolved or subhuman to begin with. This would lead to noted racist Wanda Sykes to quit the show, accusing Roseanne of being racist. This would blossom out to the mainstream media running this narrative as soon as the opportunity presented itself. After all, they have been waiting for a chance to destroy a show that was operated by a supporter of Trump's. It's not so much that they didn't like the show, it's more that they were witnessing an open Trump supporter succeed and that they wanted to repurpose the public's perspective on her and her show and the group that she is a part of by using her as a monolith for people who support Donald Trump, claiming that they're all racist. See, they knew the whole time. At least that's what I feel is implied. Roseanne took to Twitter to remove the controversial post and apologize, only to be confronted with the social justice Twitter mafia, as unforgiving as always. An apology is never enough for these people. Their outrage is impossible to reason with, as it is driven by a desire to destroy. Non-stop on my timeline last night, the insufferable blue checkmarks accused her of everything under the sun, again, for making a comparison that was actually spot on. Look, someone can look like an ape and not be black. Look at Ron Perlman, or Valerie Jarrett for that matter. Her looking like a character from Planet of the Apes is not a racist statement. She actually looks like an actor trying to look like an evolved ape, which has nothing to do with her being non-white. She's just hideous. Never apologize to these people. They have no interest in burying the hatchet, but instead in burying you. Roseanne learned this one the hard way by trying to publicly apologize last night, as each and every word was twisted by the Ed Crancensteins out there who were now excited to have a new sacrifice for their outrage altar. Roseanne claimed to have been on Ambien and half awake, to which the company itself took the opportunity to say, while all pharmaceutical treatments have side effects, racism is not a known side effect of any Sanofi medication. This is obviously a moronic response, as she wasn't saying that the side effect of the drug made her racist. People say foolish things when they're drunk all the time. And when people say, yeah, my bad, I was drunk, the alcohol company doesn't chime in with, oh my god, being drunk doesn't make you racist. No, it loosens you up to say things you might not mean, might not normally say. It removes your inhibitions, which is more or less what she meant. Everyone has said something they regretted, although the mainstream media cronies would never admit this. Remember, Joy Reid, one of the people that is dancing on this particular show's corpse, she recently claimed that time-traveling trolls made her look like a bigot because she posted something from, I think, more than a decade ago that was unpalatable by today's progressive standards. These people would have you think that they are the good guys who never say anything mean about anyone ever, except Trump. Actually, a lot of these people have said far worse about the president than Roseanne has said about this random Obama aide. This Valerie Jarrett person, who no one knew of 2 days ago, does indeed look like this character from the Planet of the Apes. Just look at her. She doesn't look like the character because she identifies as black, but because she is an ugly broad who looks like an actor with layers and layers of makeup on. This manufactured outrage about this being supposedly racist is outrageous in itself. No one should have their lives ruined because of a tweet, and no one should have their lives ruined for saying something that is true. To make matters even more frustrating, the ones that have been most vocal about Roseanne's tweet have said some vile things themselves, and many of them are still employed at ABC. Strange. It's almost like they selectively enforce their own rules, almost like they select what outrage they want to act on and what outrage they want to let slide. These people say that they are on the right side of history, so they can do whatever they want. Remember, they are avatars of the free press, and you aren't allowed to question their credibility. So let this be a lesson. When the Twitter mafia comes for you, and they will, never back down, never apologize, because it's not an apology they want. They just want to watch you disappear in shame.